Hey everyone, welcome back to Catching Up with the Walkers. Thanks for joining myself and Miss Cassie.
Hi.
How's your day going so far?
Fantastic.
All right.
I was wanting a Sunday afternoon nap, but Gary's making me work.
I'm not making her work. She has agreed to give some chickens to a friend of ours.
Yep.
And it just so happens that they're gonna come today after church. So it's not me that's making you work.
I'm kidding.
It's yourself.
But they lost their chickens in the tornado that Pryor, Claremore, Salina had into May, I think. And they just got their coop rebuilt and they're ready. So I told them I had some I wanted to give them.
All right. So anytime you've been through a devastation and you had loss, it's always good to rebuild the pieces. This is just part of them rebuilding their little homestead back to what it was before, and that includes chickens. Everybody loves eggs, Cassie.
Yes. But
So,
I just thought, these aren't laying yet. I might should go grab a few that are laying.
it might be kind of hard today.
I know, but I just thought about that.
Well, there you go. They're gonna have some laying eggs in the next month or two. These chickens are big. We'll show you guys how big they've gotten. And Cassie has some treats. We have some leftovers from a shrimp, crawfish, what do you call it? Seafood
Shrimp
boil?
boil, seafood boil, crab boil,
Yeah.
seafood boil.
So you can see there's no crawfish or shrimp or crab in there. It's all corn and
last time I
bread.
fed stuff to the chickens, people lost their minds because I was giving them onions. Okay, so first of all, I don't give them onions every day. Second of all, a lot of times animals, most of the time, if they're not supposed to eat it, they won't eat it. The chickens didn't even touch the onions. But it's not going to kill them, guys, if they eat it one time. It's not.
Well,
You can Google, you can listen to other farmers. That's all fine. But my chickens are still alive.
all the chickens are alive, and they walked right past that onion out in the big pen like it wasn't even there. They didn't even try to eat it. So we're gonna head in here a little bit tight with our top on, which is fine because that way the chickens can't fly away. And there's Patsy talking to us over there. But if you guys see all the lighter colored chickens, I want to call them orange. You call them red?
No, I call them orange and you've been calling them red.
Oh, orange, red, I don't know.
They're Buff Orpingtons.
Buff Orpingtons. So all of the Buff Orpingtons
I hatched all them out from Eddie Family Farm after the expo.
came from Eddie Family Farm, and they're going
The eggs came from there and I hatched them.
to a new place. So they are some pretty chickens, but look how big they are. They have to lay in the next month or so.
Well, they hatched in April. Orpingtons are just big. But they should lay by September.
Okay,
April.
that won't be long. Bella's over there. She would love to get in here and play with them. All right, you gonna catch or you want me to catch?
My other question is, am I giving them more roosters than I think?
Well, I know 100% that one's a hen right over there. And then the other three,
They're not as, their bodies are bigger than hers is my only worry.
yeah.
But their combs aren't as big as his.
No, one of them has a really big comb. He looks like a rooster for sure. One of them's really small. She looks like a hen for sure. And the other two could be hens, could be roosters, but what about their wings? Can you tell by their wings or their tail feathers?
People message me things all the time. I've tried all of it.
Okay. Well,
Blah, blah, blah.
what to do, what to do. We're gonna think about this. We're gonna ponder a minute. So we have a conclusion, and we don't want to stick somebody with a bunch of roosters when they think they're getting hens.
Yeah, so I'm gonna let them pick. And if they say, yeah, we'll just take all the orange ones, then it wasn't like I just put them in a box and sent them to them. But I'll tell them if they want a few of these other ones that Orpingtons are also new to me, and their tails and all that are different. Usually I can see the two coming over and then the fans. These have puffy rear ends. Like that right there, 99% that's a hen, but see how her rear end's just puffy?
Yeah.
It's not really a fan like that other one.
She looks like a hen though, for sure.
Yeah.
With the
So
rest
we're
of the
gonna
body.
let them look and decide and pick, and I'd feel better about it.
Yeah, if you pick your own chickens, it's up to you to get them right, whether they're hens or roosters. And roosters aren't a bad thing. I mean, a lot of people like to eat a rooster. So if they get one and they think it's a hen and it's a rooster, then they can have dinner too. So it's not a bad thing.
I think the kids are here.
Oh, so the kids went to after church with Nana and Papa to eat at Country Cottage, while we came home and ate leftover crawfish boil. I don't think anybody complained because we all enjoyed it. So we're gonna go up to the house and grab the kids, but we'll give you guys an update in a little bit on who leaves the farm and who stays here. So while we do wait on them, I'm gonna go ahead and fill up Bella's pool. I rinsed it out completely, so those dirt stains are just there. And we might power wash it one day to make it look clean. But Bella, look, I'm getting you water. You wanna get in the water? Huh?
Oh, baloney. Look at all that grass we have to eat.
They're so hungry, Cassie. You definitely don't feed your animals enough grain.
So baby old sheep aren't supposed to have a lot of grain. FYI, people that comment those things.
Okay, that's enough water for Bella. About half a pool. There you go, girl.
Baby doll sheep are supposed to live off grass unless they are nursing or they're little lambs. Donkeys aren't supposed to have hardly any grain, and they ain't even supposed to have good hay. They're supposed to have bad hay.
Average hay.
Yeah. So, hold your comments, people. They clearly are alive.
They're doing good. We monitor our animals based on their body weight and how they carry themselves and their health overall. And if you've seen them, they're healthy.
They're yelling because we give all of our animals, if they're not supposed to have a lot of grain, we give them a little grain to keep them friendly, come up. So, of course, like, I would yell for candy if I saw Gary, and every time I saw him, he usually gives me candy. So, that's why they're yelling, hey, I see you, and you usually give me a treat.
And that's one reason we do that is because at any point we need to catch any of these animals, I can do it like that. I can catch my cattle with range cubes in a bucket. I can catch these sheep with a little bit of grain. When they got out the other day, I could shake the bucket and they followed me right back in. If you have the right bucket. Cassie tried that and she had the wrong bucket.
I forgot that lady that we got them from said she always used a red bucket. What color do you use?
It don't matter. I use just, they know the sound of that grain.
You said it don't matter, and you said I had the wrong bucket.
No, I mean the wrong feed in the bucket is what I meant.
Oh.
I misspoke.
But I had the wrong shape of bucket too. I had you usually always use a 5-gallon bucket.
Yeah, you had,
water
Cassie had a bucket full of chicken scratch. Well, it doesn't really make much of a sound.
It's what was on the pool.
And when she shook it, you couldn't even hardly hear it. But if you have the right grain and you shake it, they come running because they love to eat grain. All right. So we came down to the chicken tractor and checking out the ladies in here. So there's 2 hens, a rooster, and then 3 more hens. Now he's a rooster for sure.
Yeah, so I bought that splash pair at the exotic auction in May.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought she'd be laying by now, but possibly like size-wise, she just looks like she's maybe a month older or something. So probably soon. And then the Jubilee and I think that's like a chocolate splash. I'm not good with all the Orpington names. I'm always having to ask Brandon. But they're hens that I hatched out. And the 2 other hens are out of Ransom's game hen that Lily that he bought with the 11 babies.
Trying to open the gate one-handed wasn't working out very good. But I was trying to open this up so I could get you guys a better look. There are some pretty hens in here. Bella, again, would like to play with them. Ransom said he does not want to get rid of his hens.
Yeah, we gotta take them to the back pen. This is gonna be all Orpingtons in here.
You're gonna keep them forever, Ransom?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, well there's that. So we can't get rid of any of those, Cassie.
So I got 3 Orpington hens in here.
Mm-hmm.
I might go back there and see how many Orpington hens I have and see if there's one or two that I want to bring in here before they come. Because I don't want to say, they say, oh, I love that one, and then maybe like, that's kind of one I was wanting to keep. So.
Crazy chicken lady problems. Got to figure out what she can't turn loose of.
I can turn loose of anything because I can rehatch it, right?
No, look, that looks just like.
So sometimes we just walk right past here and don't get time for you guys to read it. So I'm going to go through these signs. But our subscribers are the best subscribers.
This one I didn't do a very good job. I hung it and didn't realize it was
overlapping a little.
Yeah,
that's okay.
I was in a hurry.
Kind of looks like a collage, but they're really fun.
This one is probably the funniest. Read it, Mom.
I'm currently unsupervised. I know, it freaks me out too, but the possibilities are endless.
It's like Cassie alone at a chicken auction.
I poop breakfast. What's your superpower?
Bicycle riding. That's my power. What? Oh, this one's funny too. Can you read it, Mom?
Let me pour you a tall glass of Get Over It. Oh, and here's a straw so you can suck it up.
So we're trying to deal with everything that we can right now, chicken-wise, before it gets too hot. This week, it's gonna be in the 100s, and then the heat index is gonna get up to 113 is what they have forecasted. So it's gonna be super hot, but we're not gonna stop with the bus progress. We have some arrivals. I wanna show you guys just a sneak peek of some stuff that's gonna go in the bus next. Look at the truck. All of that is going in the bus. And I'll give you a hint, it is furniture, so we can't wait to get that assembled and put together. That will probably be our next video over on Walker Farm Fam, so stay tuned for that. It's gonna be exciting. We can't wait to get the bus ready to go camping, and we really want to do it while it is hot. I know it's gonna be hot working on it, but we want it to be ready to go when the cool weather gets here, so we can go to the lake, go kayaking, go fishing, and enjoy time as a family. So that's the goal, is to get it finished in time for that. So Cassie, in the meantime, has walked back out here, checking out more chickens. So it is hot. I told him it's gonna be 100s all week and then 113 heat index. So does that make you excited about farm life?
No. Farm life, people.
Yep. That's just the way it goes. So if you guys watched our last Walker Farm Fam, you know that we got the flooring mostly down. But one project I'm going to finish up. We'll catch up in a little bit with the chicken situation and see what happened. But just in case if you guys missed it, here is the flooring in the bus. We think it turned out awesome, but I need to finish it up. I'm going to make sure and trim the edges and caulk all the way around. And then back here, I still need to cut that off, but it still smells good to me. Smells like brand new flooring.
Yep, I like it.
It has no bad foul odor, so that's important. I mean, I think every used camper I've ever looked at had a funny smell to me. Now, that's probably just because that's the way they are, but
it wasn't yours.
Because it wasn't mine. So this just kind of gives us peace of mind knowing that whatever's in here is what we put in here, and if it does start stinking, it's probably because we have a teenager and a bunch of other kids. So
yeah, I need to find a good way to clean the sides over here. I've tried with Clorox wipes and things, but I think I need something to spray and let it set, or it's just stained. I don't know.
Might just be stained because we also power washed it really hard.
Yeah, we've cleaned it multiple times, so possibly it's just stains. For my peace of mind, I want to try one more time.
Yeah, so we'll do whatever we can, and then bad comes to worse on that, we could also put a fresh coat of white paint or some kind of paint. I think it would brighten it up, but it's hot. It's hot. We'll go inside till chicken people get here. So I did have one more project I wanted to catch you guys up on. I know I showed this channel, Catching Up with the Walkers, installing my new mirror lights. Well, if you can remember right, this one worked and my other one didn't. Well, good news is I went in and processed a return on Amazon, and I didn't know it worked this way, but they shipped me a brand new set of lights, and then I have 30 days to return the old ones. So here is the brand new light, and yes, this one does work. I had about 100 people tell me, make sure and test it. Maybe you're not getting a good connection. Well, I knew these wires were working because this old light was lighting up a little bit. So I knew it had to be something. So it was a bad light, and I'll send the old one back. But you can see the new one is bright and shiny. So I'm gonna get this one installed, and I'll show you finally the entire truck working with both lights. So let's see what it looks like. So I just finished up, and that one's working, and that one is working as well. So now we're gonna go have some ice cream. The ice cream place in town has shut down twice, but guess what? A third person has reopened it, and the kids are itching to try it. It's called Conies and Cream now. So Cassie's loading up Little Bear over there, and we're gonna go try it out and see how it is. It's always fun to try something new, even if it's in an old building that's been open 2 times or 3 times. So I have spent probably maybe an hour in the bus cutting off fine little strips around the edge to make sure that we have enough room to put a little bead of caulk down the edge, and to make sure that it doesn't bow out at all. So you can see right here, there's just a little bitty tiny gap, maybe less than 1/8 of an inch, and that's going to get caulk all the way around. So these are little strips is what I've been cutting out, and I've got the back of the bus all ready to go. But kind of the last step I'm going to do now is put some construction adhesive around the edges, just to kind of keep this in place. So you can see this back corner, it's kind of rounded, but I am super happy with it. I think it's going to be just great for what we're using it for. Now, if somebody was living in this bus full time or really wanted a more upscale, upgraded look, there's plenty of different floorings that would work. But for what we want, this is going to be perfect. Yeah, well, I thought I'd come out here and update you guys on the cows real quick, mainly because they are right close to us, and the sheep, they're over here grazing. But look how peaceful it is out here. Well, it was until they started yelling. But Rusty right here, I did a little research on my records, and Rusty is actually only, let's see, he was born around March 1st. So April, May, June, July, August. He's about 5 months old. So I was planning on selling him pretty soon, but I think he's probably got another 4 to 6 weeks at least on the farm. I try to sell at 6 months, and Rusty will be going to the market. So Blackberry may already be bred back. She should be bred back to have another calf from Geronimo. And Mary is bred right out here. And let's see, our new cows are all bred. And Pepper may be bred as well. So out of all those, we should be having a few more calves hit the ground. But just a beautiful evening. And hopefully this week, along with the bus projects, as far as catching up, I need to catch up on some brush hogging or mowing or bush hogging or whatever you want to call it. You see all these weeds right here. I'm going to go through and knock those down, and hopefully it'll kill them for good. We'll get some good fall grass growing back in where they were at. So, hey girl, you trying to figure out what I'm doing? You've never seen me come out and talk to a camera before, have you? So, Salt is doing good. She lost her calf, but she seems to be recovering just fine as far as post calf, and everything's going okay with her. And I am still in the market for some more black cows, Black Angus type cattle. So I don't know exactly when that's going to happen, but sooner than later, probably the next month or two, I should be getting some more cows whenever I find the right ones, or I get to go to the sale barn, whichever comes first. But also Bella, if she would stay out of the stick tights and everything, I wouldn't have to spend as much time brushing her. But that's what you get when you get a long-haired dog. It's just part of it. So just got to deal with it. So this is the next day, but before we end the video, I have one more update on the bus and another Cassie reveal. She hasn't seen it yet. She's been going to all different appointments today, and I caulked all the floor in here.
Ooh.
And I did some solar blackout shades. Solar shade is what they call it. I don't know, to keep the heat out, I guess. So let me show you. We'll use magnetic hooks right there. You can just take that right there, put it up wherever you want. But it's kind of reflective on one side. Maybe that's the solar part. But they're supposed to be blackout. And Cassie can assist. Then it's that simple. So I think this amount that I did cost $40. So it was about $30 for the blackout material and $10 for the magnets. What do you think?
I like it.
You want to do more of those, or think about it? I think the only thing I might change is go down another inch right here, so I could put a magnet in the bottom, and that would make it more of a blackout. But other than that,
I mean, when we're somewhere we need privacy to change, to sleep and all that, this is a quick, easy solution. Might as well try it.
All right. So let me know what you guys think.
We're not trying to build a mansion.
No, so this is, again, this is not a RV that's going to have pull down shades and things like that. This is somewhere between a tent and an RV, like an actual RV.
Yeah.
So
Gary and I don't like to tent camp, so this is our tent.
it's more of a glorified tent though, because we want something that's going to keep us dry if it actually rains. Check. We want plenty of room for the family. Check. And refrigerator, we're going to have that.
If we use it a lot and we want to upgrade things, we can later on.
Yeah.
But we're going to start out pretty basic. Feel like what we're doing furniture wise is not real basic, so we're kind of splurging there, or making it super nice there. And then things like this, we'll just see. We go take it out the first time and it's a disaster, then we can do something different.
Yeah, and I just can't think of anything else shade wise that I would like, because I don't want stuff flapping around in the wind
Well,
when we're going down the highway.
Drill a bunch of holes into the side of it.
Don't want to make
hang
the
stuff,
holes.
so.
I don't want to spend the money on blackouts. So you can, or not blackouts, but blanks. You can take a window out, remove it, but that costs like $150 or $200 per window for that blank that they manufacture them. And so I don't want to spend thousands of dollars just to get privacy, when maybe for less than $200 we can have the entire thing blacked out. So that's my first thoughts, first try. We'll see where it goes from here, but there you go. There's your last update before we end the video.
Looks good.
You have anything else, Cassie?
Gotta run some more errands. I think I've left, this will be my 4th time today to go run some errands.
Yep.
And do some things.
She's been to the dentist, the doctor's office, and all kinds of places.
Yeah.
So if you guys do have any prayer requests though, make sure and leave those down in the comments here on Catching Up with the Walkers. We always want to make sure and leave time for that. So if you have anything, please do that.
Yep.
And we hope you have a great day, and God bless.
We love you guys.